Hey there guys, and welcome back to SoulCalibur 5. It's time for the finale. In the last episode, Z.W.E.I took on Nightmare and killed him, and then Pira killed Z.W.E.I and took up Soul Edge. Now it's time for Patroklos to get down there back from his time traveling trip and kick some ass. So without further ado, episode 19.
Let's go back home when this battle is over, and take back the 17 years that we've lost. You are no longer alone. We are a family, so let's go home together. Pira.
Patroklos. He needs souls. Many souls. He needs human souls! So please, give me your soul.
She won't be able to return to herself as long as she holds Soul Edge. I can't hesitate. I have to do this. I'm the only one that can save her.
Okay, so we can't actually save Pyrrha without killing her. We just need to get Soul Edge away from her. Now, that's not the hardest task in the world, to knock someone's sword out of their hand. Maybe we can just take the whole hand off, because it is a freaking horrifying nightmare claw after all. Let's do this.
Come any closer and die.
Pyrrha, I shall run no more.
No more running. We settle this here and oh crap. I'm off to an oh no. Ooh, blocked it. Jeez, I'm off to a pretty horrible start here. Still doesn't help that I have absolutely no clue on how to use Alpha Patroklos effectively. Well, I guess I just have to make do with his most mundane moves and throw spamming, I guess. Oh, I'm not losing this. One more good hit from her and I'm done for. Come on. Yes! That stab's pretty powerful. Maybe I need to remember that one. Even though this is the penultimate chapter, so I'm not gonna be forced to use Alpha Patroklos for much longer. Ouch. Whoa. Okay. Stop spamming those moves. Jeez, sure loves to repeat them. Alright. Can I just get some good hits in without getting the crap kicked out of me? Oh, blocked her critical edge. Nice. Although she pretty much seems to regain her meter nearly instantly. I still have 2 full meters of my own. Maybe I should make use of it. See, now she has 2 meters again. Oh, crap. Ooh, yeah, that's really a place you want to be in with your head in between your sister's legs like that. I swear, their relationship in this game is like full of incestuous overtones. It's kind of creepy sometimes. I mean, I know in some parts of America that stuff's considered okay, but not in the civilized world.
I lost my way, but I will never give up! Once I get that away, What? Why? Damn it, I won't let you!
Well, Pyrrha's down and Soul Edge is away from her, but things haven't gone well for poor Patroklos here. So yeah, time for the final episode, episode 20. I can't really read the text that well, but I'm pretty sure you can, so you know what's about to happen. But there's gonna be plenty of cutscenes to explain it anyways, so let's do this thing!
What? Patroklos? No! No! No!
You are no longer alone. We are a family, so let's go home together.
It's my fault. It's because I didn't do anything. I just accepted everything as my fate and didn't even try to fight against Pyrrha or Soul Edge. I've been such a fool about all of this. I don't care what happens to me. You can do whatever you want, but please, bring back Patroklos. I wish I could have heard you say my name just one last time. I can do this. Patroklos, I'm sorry for being weak. I'm sorry for not being able to forgive you. But now I know that we were both weak and lacking. Now that I've realized that, I can forgive you. So please come back to me. Return to me. Patroklos! Return to me. Patroklos!
What? Mother?
You disappoint me. I shall have to do this myself. I will destroy Soul Edge along with its wielder. I only require your body.
You are not our mother. She would never divide her children and make us fight each other.
I'm sorry for not being able to forgive you.
Who are you? Answer me!
I am no one. You humans call me the Spirit Sword, SoulCalibur. And the one that created this form is you, Patroklos.
I needed my mother's guidance in the past. But you can't blindly follow another. That's not what being alive means. I will follow the path that I deem to be right!
Your will is of no consequence. Your body, your being will be under my control.
And there's the shocking revelation. That wasn't Sophia. That was just kind of the spirit of SoulCalibur that took up Sophia's appearance to kind of coax Patroklos into working with it. Pretty well thought of, I must say.
I command you, obey my every wish.
No, don't feel like it. Said I'm gonna kick your ass now. So here's the final boss, Elysium, the spirit of SoulCalibur. Now, some of you who may be familiar with the series must be like, what the hell, there was never any mention of her in the previous games? Not really, but there was a similar being in Soul, like the first game, Soul Edge / Blade, and SoulCalibur 1 and 2. His name was Inferno, and he was basically the same thing, except for Soul Edge, the spirit of Soul Edge. And Inferno was like a flaming skeleton monster thing. I guess Elysium likes to dress up a little more human, which I guess is a good thing. So I kind of miss Inferno. Inferno was badass. And yeah, their names kind of make sense too. I mean, Inferno is like hell, and Elysium is like the Greek version of paradise. So yeah, if you remember my God of War Chains of Olympus LP, in which Kratos goes to Elysium temporarily, there's a little throwback to that LP. Go ahead and watch that if you haven't already. But yeah, Elysium is also in fact a playable character. Not just one of those boss characters that you fight and basically never shows up again like Inferno was. At least in SoulCalibur 2 he wasn't an unlockable character. I think he was in SoulCalibur 1 actually. And I'm kind of getting my ass kicked here. But yeah, Elysium is, in my opinion, kind of a lame excuse as a playable character. You see, SoulCalibur games usually have a mimic fighter that like switches character style every round. And this game, in fact, has 3 of those. One of those is Edgemaster, the old guy who appeared in the cutscenes in the previous episode. It was like all wise mentor-ish. And then there's 2 others. Elysium is the mimic that only takes on female characters as fighting styles. I don't really see the point. And the 3rd mimic is one that only copies the male characters. So yeah, kind of lazy. I think they just maybe intended to give her a different moveset at first. I mean, for this fight she always uses Pyrrha Omega's moveset. And yay, I win! Somehow. So yeah, final boss beat. Looks like I just beat SoulCalibur 5 story mode.
I fight in the way I see fit!
I do not understand.
Return to me, Patroklos!
Goodbye, Mother. Pyrrha. It's my fault. It was all because I was weak.
No. I was wrong too.
We don't need something like this to find happiness.
Let's end this once and for all. The 2 of us can do it.
We've made so many mistakes, and we must make amends for the rest of our lives. But for now, let's go back home.
Yes. Our lives truly begin now.
Okay, am I again the only one who saw the kind of incestuous overtones there? But yeah, happy ending for everyone. Patroklos and Pira are happily together and going home and a happy end. Except for, you know, most of the other characters. I mean, Z.W.E.I is supposedly dead. Last we saw Siegfried, he was still fighting the army. Pyrrha just kind of vanished for some reason. I mean, Pyrrha just grabbed Soul Edge and Pyrrha just walked away and wasn't seen again. Really, really weird. Let's see. Ivy is fine, I guess. So were Sheba, although he's still a douche, and Natsu, Leisha, and Maxi. I don't really know what happened to Voldo after Pyrrha kicked his ass. Nightmare's dead, supposedly. Let's see, who else appeared in the story? We have Astaroth, who was just like... I think that Astaroth is dead, but as I explained already, there are multiple Astaroths in the SoulCalibur 5, like, time period. I'm pretty sure that's all of the characters that actually play in... Oh wait, I forgot about Viola. I have no clue what happened to Viola. So yeah, the story kind of does provide closure for Patroklos and Pyrrha, but hardly for any other character in the game. Doesn't really help that like half of the cast doesn't even appear in the story to begin with. I mean, a couple of interviews with game director Daishi Odashima were released like a few weeks ago, and he actually confirmed that the story mode that is in the retail game is like a quarter of what they'd planned. They just never got to put in the other 75% because they didn't have enough time because Namco wanted the game out early. Now, that's why we were stuck with this story mode, whereas it could have been so much more. Like, they wanted a story mode like this for every character. That would have been freaking sweet, of course, all with full animated cutscenes as opposed to drawn stills. So, yeah. Kinda wish that interview was actually never released, because now we're all thinking what this could have been. Kind of sad. I mean, it's not like the other half of the cast that we just left out didn't really manage to fit in. I mean, I could have thought up ways to implement them in the story. I mean, let's see, who are we missing? Well, there were supposed to be a couple more plot lines that they just kind of dropped. You know how we just kind of ran into Sheba, Leisha, Maxi, and Natsu? Well, there was actually a whole story surrounding them as well, based on their character profiles and some information from a Japanese art book. They were supposed to, well, it kind of happened in between SoulCalibur 4 and 5. Maxi ran into Edgemaster, the old wise guy who Patroklos ran into in the Void. And remember Killick from the previous SoulCalibur games, the staff character, who was replaced by Sheba for this one? Well, apparently he was becoming evil or something, so Edgemaster said to Maxi, go and take Killick's staff, the Kali Yuga, because it's making him evil or whatever, and give it to this boy named Sheba. Well, Maxi does that, and Leisha, Natsu kind of tag along. There was supposed to be a whole plot line where they kind of meet up and go to Killick and beat his ass and take his staff and give it to Sheba, I guess. And remember when I mentioned the Mimic characters during the Elysium fight? Well, Killick is the mimic character that mimics all the male fighting styles. So you have Edgemaster for all characters, Killick for males, and Elysium for females. Why the game needs 3 mimics, I don't know. I guess, again, because of time constraints. They had the models and you just thought, let's give them the animations of all the other characters and call them finished characters. So yeah, there you go. Another plotline that is hinted at in the character profiles is that Mitsurugi, series badass veteran samurai, kinda fights, well, during the SoulCalibur 5 story fought Algol, and their fight was interrupted because Algol was warped back to another dimension or something. And 17 years later, Algol shows up again and Mitsurugi searches for him to finish their fight. Not a very, you know, all-encompassing story, but hey, it manages to get Mitsurugi and Algol in there, so that would have worked. There was a plotline where Raphael, the fencer from SoulCalibur 2, 3, and 4, was supposed to go looking for his adopted daughter Amy, who many people speculate is actually Viola. So he would have... that would have made for like a few episodes of story. Hilda is Siegfried's like second in command. I have no clue why she's not in the story already. I mean, she would have just like perfectly fit in with like Patroklos meeting Siegfried or something. Who did I miss? Eon, Cervantes, Dampier. Yeah, those kind of don't have any relation to any other characters or stories. They would have just, I don't know, throw them in for the hell of it, like Astaroth, kind of. But yeah, so much for SoulCalibur 5. It could have been so much more, but it's alright now. Just could have been an awesome game, now it's an alright game. So what am I going to do after this? Well, probably the sequel to one of my best watched LPs of all time. Either that or Impossible Creatures. If I can get that recorded in time. Anyways, thanks for watching this LP, hope you enjoyed it, bye bye.